With inflation still high, the Fed hinting at more rate hikes and shrinking US economy. So it's hard to know what to do next. Will the market rebound or keep falling? Will there be more earnings surprises? And which stocks should you be looking at now? What the Fed's interest rate increase means for you? That means a lot. Higher rates could affect how much you pay on your mortgage, credit cards, savings, and car loans. Credit gets more expensive and companies are increasingly indebted. But we will pay this difference. The fact is, the future is uncertain. So, do you have a plan? Trend Squad empowers you with an objective and quality analysis of the main market. Subscribe to the channel and check in daily several tips for you to learn a simple technique on how to succeed in the market. Don't lose more time. Be part of this team. Come to Trend Squad.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Wall Street's sell-off was triggered by concerns about rising inflation and interest rates, but it has taken on a life of its own. Stocks fell again on Thursday, with the S&P heading for its sixth consecutive weekly decline and inching closer to bear market territory as Wall Street continued to reel from a bout of selling unlike any investors have seen for years. Bitcoin price has dropped sharply, reaching a low of $25,400 in the last 24 hours. This is the lowest price seen since December 2020. This support at $30,000 is quite important because if it breaks, Bitcoin will likely continue to $20,000. But there is a detail here. Despite the strong correction and the indicators showing a negative scenario, we can see that in the week and especially in the month, the sign is positive. The on-balance volume is still up here. That is, it still doesn't confirm a major correction. The situation worsens a lot when breaking the $20,000 range. Then things can go downhill. Bitcoin opened with a small bullish move, but totally reject the $30,000 range on the next move. And it corrected strongly until the European session, as we have a very large bar here in the morning with support at $26,000, which has not yet been broken, and the on-balance volume is still very low here, indicating weakness. Another test is likely here in this whole number at the opening of this mega bar before defining the move. Here on the weekly chart, we can see something else. Bitcoin ended up remaking the graphic void that was here. And it's already approaching the moving average of 200 periods. Not that I depend on moving averages, but generally, the big players act strongly in the price range where it is. Therefore, Bitcoin has a first move so far here at $30,000. It can form a double bottom here. At this level, if we look at the previous move, it can accumulate in that range and then retrace the move and retest the previous week's low. I believe it will reverse here because the whole number and it acts as a strong resistance. So it can form a double bottom here. Bitcoin is a fast-growing technology network that is completely decentralized and cannot be manipulated or controlled by any government or any entity. That is, when we truly have the power to manage what is ours. We manipulate, we control in our own way. Bitcoin is volatile in the short term, but it should be perceived as a long-term store of value. The many countries' monetary policies are ensuring the collapsing purchasing power of the respective currency for the benefit of asset inflation, and companies are looking to diversify, especially in these times, with the central banks trying to navigate hiking rates and also trying to prevent a bust. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have had rough days after the rate hike by the Fed. This past year, tighter monetary policy also has impacted both stocks and cryptocurrencies. But I don't sell what I have. I believe in technology. I believe in Bitcoin, and if it goes down, I fall too. Because that's the only way to free ourselves from the domain of governments. And what about other cryptocurrencies? In my opinion, be careful. All others can have interference from someone.